Well, I was sitting there in the yard with my buddy, and we was working on a lawnmower, push mower, and all of a sudden we looked down that yard, we heard a big old noise, and I seen a big old ball of flames, and it was still moving across the yard. And I said, "What is that?" I thought the woman, she was in a flower garden, and she sold flowers for a living, like a nursery.
Yeah.
And I went run across the yard, and the woman was coming out of her back door, and I heard somebody hollering, "Get a water hose! Get a water hose!" And we just called 911. I went over there, and they was already, halfway out of the plane, and he said, "Get my wife, get my wife." The driver the pilot was still, everybody was still awake, but they was in pain. And I drug her up the hill, and then I went back and he told me, get my kids, the two, girl and a boy. And I drug the girl up the hill because her back was messed up. I didn't know whether I was going to mess her up or not. I had to get her away from the flames. And then he said, get my son. And I went and got him, and he said, help me. And I helped him, and he said, don't get this arm here. It's broke. One of his arms is broke. And I grabbed him by the right side, and he picked his leg up and pushed it with his foot, and I was dragging at the same time. We got away from the fire.
Wow.
That's about it.
What was going through your mind with all this?
Oh, man, I don't know what it was. I was shaking.
Yeah.
I didn't know what, I was going in circles.
I bet.
Even after all the ambulance and fire trucks got there.
So now, what do you think about all this now that you've had a little bit to just sort of sit back away from it for a second?
I don't know. I said I'm glad they're alive. I hope they get well.
Yeah. Tell me, has anything like this ever happened in that area before?
Well, we're not far from the airport. It's been a few down, but it ain't been real serious like that I know of.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Obviously, I guess he was trying to get to the airport or something. He didn't make it.
Wow. And did he tell you?
Whenever I come up there and walked up there to him, he said, I had to bog the engine and kill it to let it try to come down right there. And he done a good job on it. He didn't get, he close to the house if he'd missed him, and it was upside down. And it didn't last but a few minutes, and it was nothing left of the tail.
Wow. So, yeah, like you said, this whole thing happened within just a few minutes.
Yeah, just a few seconds. A few minutes, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes. When I seen the flames going across the ground, that's when I took off down there. I said, I was going to see what was happening because it's a next-door neighbor to where I was at. I was at my buddy's house, and I thought a tractor was blowing up or something. And it made a crazy sound. I seen that big old flame about half the size of a tree.
Tell me what it was like. Could you feel the flames?
Oh, not well. It's in front of the plane where the wings was at and the gas tanks, and I think that's what blew up.
Wow.
But, it didn't last for a few minutes later. After that, it was all gone.
Wow. So fortunately, you got everyone out in time.
Yeah, they was trying to get themselves out, but they couldn't move. They was most of the way out, but I just got them away from the fire. So if it blew up, they wouldn't get them.
So how many people were inside?
4.
4 people, and they all made it out?
Yes, they're all alive.
Good. Did they tell you where they're from or what they were doing?
No, he said he's coming from Panama City. And he said he was headed to Tennessee. That's what my buddy said. He heard somebody say.
Wow.
I don't know if it was or not.
Wow. Okay. Anything else that you'd like to add about this that people might want to know, especially if this person is from Tennessee?
Well, I just done what I thought I needed to do, is get him away from the flame. He asked me to help him get away from the fire before it blew up. And I just helped him out. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Wow.
I can't think. My mind's blank.
I bet. I can't imagine. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time with us, Duane. We really appreciate it. And my best to you as you try to sort of wrap your brain around this and, move on.
Okay.
Yeah.